Hi there, welcome to Multilingual and today's class on link words that help you contrast your ideas. The most simple way to contrast something is with the link word but. I exercise a lot, but I don't put a weight at all. But is correct. But it sounds quite ordinary, right? In today's video, let me offer you some other smarter options for but. They are in spite of, despite, although, even though, however, nevertheless, all the same. And two extra informal and easygoing link words I'm going to present at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around. We'll now go through all of them one by one so that you can apply them correctly. Let's begin. The first heroes of the day are despite and in spite of. Please make sure not to confuse them because in spite of consists of 3 words and despite just 1 word. Besides, they are always followed by a noun. A word, not a sentence. In spite of his daily workouts, he can't put a weight. In spite of plus daily workouts, a noun. Despite his daily workouts, he can't put a weight. Despite plus daily workouts. In spite of and despite can also be followed by a gerund. Gerund, what is it? A gerund is a noun with ing. Like to work out is working out, eat, eating, lose, losing. In spite of working out every single day, he can't put a weight. Or despite working out every single day, he can't put a weight. You can use these link words with a sentence if you add the fact that. So you can say, in spite of the fact that, and despite the fact that. Can you now finish this sentence? In spite of the fact that he came late, I wasn't mad at him. Or I wasn't angry with him. The next 2 link words connect sentences. They are although and even though. They mean the same. They can come at the beginning of the sentence. For example, although they sent an apology letter to me, I couldn't forget the incident completely. Or in the second part of the sentence, I got this job even though there were hundreds of other applicants. And I felt really proud. Even though there were hundreds of applicants, I got this job. Can you feel the difference? It sounds so much more sophisticated than but, right? Now think of an ending for this sentence. I didn't like the movie, although I really enjoyed the book. I didn't like the movie, although I really enjoyed the book. That happens to me a lot. Sometimes the book is just much more interesting than the movie. What do you think? The third group of link words is designed for those of you who want to sound more formal and even more educated. You can contrast your ideas with these wonderful link words, however and nevertheless. The table was set perfectly with nice plates, napkins and candles. However, the food didn't taste at all. Another one. I hadn't seen my cousin for years. Nevertheless, I could recognize him immediately. Make sure to put a comma after the link words however and nevertheless, while writing, of course. And now let's talk about 3 informal options you can use daily in your conversations. And the first one is all the same. Yes, all the same is one link word consisting of 3 words. All the same. We had a wonderful holiday, but I wouldn't go there again all the same. Or you can put it in the middle of the sentence and say, we had a wonderful holiday, all the same, I wouldn't go there again. Again, make sure to put a comma afterwards. The second informal option is to use the word though at the end of the sentence. I personally like this link word and use it a lot because it's an easy one. I met that guy at the party who said he was rich. I didn't believe him though. She gave me her number and I promised to call. I never did though. That sounds quite dramatic, doesn't it? And the final link word for today is still. Yeah, it's kind of an easygoing link word that doesn't need a lot of thinking. Nevertheless, it helps you emphasize that the second part of the sentence is even more surprising after the information in the first part. Here is what I mean. Look at this sentence. She was sick, but she still went to work. So she is sick. How can she possibly go to work? She has to stay home, right? So the information in the second part is quite surprising compared to the information in the first part. So let's say it again. She was sick, but she still went to work. Can you hear the stress on the word still? We have to point it out. You can also use this magic word in a combination with another link word so that the contrast gets even stronger. Let's combine however and still. He didn't study for his finals much. However, he still passed the exams with excellent notes. I have never been that lucky. I always had to study hard so that I could get excellent notes. So that is another link word that I explained in my previous video, so make sure to check it out as well. And as usual, it's time to practice. I hope you're looking forward to it. Today you're going to get another task. No multiple choice, no filling in the gaps, like in the previous videos. Instead, you'll have to make sentences based on just one and use the link words we've learned today. Here is my basic sentence for you. Tommy has very little money, but he is always generous. Make sure you know the word generous. So that's a simple sentence with but. And now, please give me the same sentence with in spite of. And here is the answer. In spite of having very little money, Tommy is always generous. The second one. Now I want you to use the link word despite the fact that. And the answer is, despite the fact that Tommy has very little money, he is always generous. Very good. I hope you worked it out. Number 3. Although. Although Tommy has very little money, he is always generous. Let's keep going. Now tell me this sentence with nevertheless. You can't use it at the beginning. Tommy has very little money. Nevertheless, he's always generous. Well done! Are you enjoying it? Let's continue. Number 4. Give me the link word all the same. Tommy has very little money. All the same, he is always generous. Great. Almost there, guys. 2 more. Number 5. Though. Tommy has very little money. He's always generous, though. And the final one includes 2, however and still. And here is the answer. Tommy has very little money, however, he's still always generous. Great job! I'm sure you've smashed it. Congratulations! You've just stepped up your level of English. If you have watched all 3 videos on link words, you must be a pro now. However, if still not, make sure to catch up with the rest. I know this video was helpful, and if you feel the same, give me a thumb up and subscribe to this channel not to miss more helpful content coming up next. And now I have to say goodbye. I wish you good luck and see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye guys!